Best local app for your phone or tablet is Crossroads Today.
Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, Republicans are projected to win control of the House, handing President Biden a divided Congress after Democrats won control of the Senate. And Darrell Brooks sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences for last year's Christmas parade attack in Wisconsin. And in Washington, top U.S. military officials say the U.S. will support Ukraine in its efforts to defend itself against Russian forces for as long as it takes.
Take a look on the outside. Currently, looking at a live view from the Victoria College Emerging Technology Complex. Definitely on the cloudy side. And cold temperatures, more rain, more cold for us. Oh yes, we'll give you the details coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 17th day of November 2022. The time is now 6:31 on your Thursday morning, and today is National Rural Health Day. We're in a rural area, so we want to say a big thank you to all of our rural health agencies and organizations keeping us healthy and safe. Let's go ahead and turn to First Warn Storm Team Meteorologist Trey Mining. Trey, what can you say about how much we love our rural health agencies?
Definitely very appreciative of them, of course. There's people everywhere, urban areas or rural areas, and we all need health care at times. All times they need to see a doctor or to keep up to their best, so they certainly help out with that. So we support our rural and, of course, also our urban health care people, of course, on the outside. We're looking at temperatures 47 degrees, northerly winds around 5 miles per hour, dew points in the 30s, 38-degree dew point. That's very dry on the outside. So we're having rainfall in the atmosphere. It tries to fall to the ground, but it gets evaporated because of the dry conditions, so it doesn't make it all the way to the ground. But that is going to be changing as we head toward the day tomorrow, with more of a moist atmosphere, more instability in the atmosphere as well. Front coming down tomorrow will just reinforce the cool air into the weekend, and it's already in place here for the first air mass, 55 degrees or so by the afternoon time with a daytime high. And looking at the radar, it looks quite widespread, doesn't it, in rainfall, all the way from along 59 to Bay City and out in the Gulf of Mexico and further to the west. Most of this is not reaching the ground because the atmosphere is simply too dry, but it's beginning to moisten up now, especially by the afternoon and into the evening time, allowing the front to come down from the north and a disturbance in the flow coming in from the west to ride through our area. That means that the rainfall will be hitting the ground tomorrow, definitely in fairly decent amounts for us. And cold temperatures also to continue. What about your full forecast? We've got it covered for you. Again, this half hour a little bit later on. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. A national news source is projecting that Republicans will take control of the House. Republicans finally cemented their takeover a week after polls closed on Election Day. They had hopes of sweeping into power with many of wins, but instead will only have a thin majority, complicating their ability to function in the House chamber. The results hand President Joe Biden a divided Congress after Democrats kept control of the Senate. A Victoria County jury has sentenced a woman in the death of her husband. 59-year-old Rose Marie Garcia received a 38-year sentence in his murder and another 15 years for tampering with physical evidence. Garcia pled guilty in her husband's death. Authorities say she reported her husband Mario Garcia missing in June of 2019. Authorities found his body days later in the 1000 block of Beck Road West. The couple was married for more than 40 years. The man who killed 6 and hurt many others during the 2021 Waukesha Christmas Parade will spend the rest of his life in prison. Darrell Brooks was sentenced to more than 762 years behind bars Wednesday. He gave a near 2-hour final statement before being moved to a different courtroom for speaking over the judge. Last month, the jury found Brooks guilty of 76 counts, including first-degree intentional homicide. 3 men are facing aggravated assault charges in a stabbing that happened over the weekend at a local sports bar. Victoria police say they responded to a large fight in the parking lot of the bar located on North John Stockbauer. When they arrived, they found a 22-year-old man in the parking lot with multiple stab wounds. The man was transported to a local hospital for treatment. This incident, part of an ongoing dispute between the individual and the 3 suspects who police say left the scene. All suspects are in police custody this morning. 32-year-old Joshua Brown and 27-year-old Jared Gonzalez are charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, retaliation, and engaging in organized criminal activity. 32-year-old Danny Cano Jr. charged with assault causing bodily injury and retaliation. Top U.S. military officials say the United States will continue to support Ukraine for as long as it takes to defeat Russian forces. The announcement comes after news that a deadly blast in Poland near the Ukrainian border was likely an accident caused by Ukraine's air defenses responding to Russian missile attacks. With 1 week to go before Thanksgiving, much of the country bracing for some fierce winter-like weather. It could be historic. Parts of the Northeast could see 4 feet of snow by this weekend. Even people in the Deep South bracing for a bitter blast of winter cold.
This morning, a winter blast is about to tighten its grip on much of the U.S. Heavy snow already blamed for power outages in parts of Michigan and Indiana. And today, a state of emergency is expected to be declared in New York.
Travel will be near impossible during the height of the storm.
The plows are on standby as parts of upstate New York and northeast Ohio brace for snowfall rates of 3 inches per hour. One official calling it a very, very significant event.
Mentally, I got the manpower ready, but as far as, actually being ready for it, I don't think anybody's ever ready for the first storm in Buffalo.
A lake effect snow warning is in effect into the weekend. Bitter cold air sweeping across above average lake water temperatures is expected to trigger massive snowfall totals, up to 4 feet predicted in the Buffalo area. Public schools already announcing they'll be closed tomorrow.
It is very rare to see the Weather Service call for extreme impacts, which basically in some ways is the shutdown of the community while this event is going on.
It all comes almost exactly 8 years after an epic lake effect event dumped more than 5 feet of snow in the region, killing 13 people. The Northeast isn't the only region feeling this winter chill. Below freezing wind chills will be extending deep into the Deep South. Back in Michigan last night, a preview of things to come at the Western Michigan versus Central Michigan football game. Players were dashing through the snow, even doing snow angels to celebrate a sack. Bulldozers had to be used to clear the field. For football fans this weekend, the big question is, will the Buffalo Bills be able to host the Cleveland Browns this Sunday? For now, the game is on, but the NFL says they will continue to monitor the conditions. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Here's a look at the top headlines you'll find in this week's Port Lavaca Wave. Calhoun High School honored veterans with a Veterans Day parade. Travis Middle School hosting a public meeting for input on its targeted movement plan today. And law enforcement made 22 arrests in the past week. You can read these stories and more at portlavacawave.com. All right, get your cell phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote in our viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contests right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. The time is just about 6:38 on your Thursday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. This man arrested Tuesday night on theft charges.
This morning, ABC News projects Republicans have gained a slim House majority, with Democrats narrowly holding the Senate. I'm ABC's Justin Finch with reaction from the president to this divided Congress.
Take a look one more time at the school bus forecast for the kiddos headed to school. 44 degrees, so dress warm for school. Definitely may want to carry an umbrella with you. Could be a rain shower by this afternoon. 54 degrees at the Crossroads area bus stops by the time we get to 3:30 in the afternoon. Chilly day today, and it's going to continue. We'll give you the details coming up.
Hi, I'm Bentley Kamen, and the one sale that happens only one time a year is going on right now, and that's our Golden Egg Sale. If you're wanting the best deal of a lifetime, now is the time to buy.
And if you buy it today, you're going to have it delivered tonight.
Shopping around our H-E-B, let the Christmas spirit ring. We will take home some pecan pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental craving when you see partners sampling warm tamales. We fill up on oh so many. Shopping around our H-E-B, sipping on some cafe au lait. Everyone's snapping
Hi, I'm Bentley Kamen, and the one sale that happens only one time a year is going on right now, and that's our Golden Egg Sale. If you're wanting the best deal of a lifetime, now is the time to buy.
And if you buy it today, you're going to have it delivered tonight.
And good morning. It's 20 minutes away from the 7 a.m. hour. And looking at the cloudy skies in the Crossroads area, looking at the water vapor imagery here. Of course, this shows areas where there's more moisture in the atmosphere and shows areas where there are less moisture areas. That is currently in western Texas here. But we have the southerly flow of moisture originating all the way from the Pacific tropics across Mexico to South Texas. The conveyor belt of moisture is going to keep the clouds in for us and rain chances as well. Waiting for the next front to come down from the north. Let's follow it. Currently up in near Nebraska, Kansas, making its way to the south, coming up today through your Thursday and even into our Friday here. But by the time it gets down into our region here toward the second half of the day on Friday and Saturday, it'll keep the rain going. The conveyor belt of moisture will still be up and over the cooler air at the surface. Thunderstorms in the Gulf. Cold air coming on down, not any freezing conditions, thankful for that. Should be above freezing, but definitely going to feel cold enough for us coming up for the next couple of days. Rain chances maximizing with the upper level disturbance and the front coming through on Friday and Saturday. So keep that in mind as you make your plans. Looks quite widespread around the region. No heavy storms and no severe weather of that nature expected, but definitely going to be cold and rainy. Light to moderate rainfall widespread throughout the Crossroads area coming up for those days, definitely right there. So keep that in mind. Dress cool. Well, no, I used to saying that for summertime. I mean dress warm coming up for your day today and the next few days. Your full forecast, got the numbers for you coming up later on this half hour before we go. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey. More than a week after the midterms, the balance of power on Capitol Hill taking shape with new election results now in. ABC News projects Republicans will hold a slim majority in the House, with Democrats gaining control of the Senate.
After cementing a slim House majority, House Leader Kevin McCarthy appeared on Fox, reacting to Republicans retaking control of the chamber.
It is official. One-party Democrat rule in Washington is finished. We have fired Nancy Pelosi.
McCarthy has also won his party's nomination for House Speaker and received congratulations from President Biden. The president saying in a statement he's ready to work with House Republicans to deliver results for working families. Democrats will retain control of the Senate, but the GOP win in the House falls far short of the red wave they hoped for, prompting finger-pointing about what went wrong.
We underperformed among voters who did not like President Biden's performance among independents and among moderate Republicans who looked at us and concluded too much chaos, too much negativity.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell casting blame on former President Trump for Republicans' weak performance. Former Trump Secretary of State Mike Pompeo agreeing, tweeting, "We need more seriousness, less noise, and leaders who are looking forward, not staring in the rearview mirror claiming victimhood." Newly re-elected Florida governor and rising Republican star Ron DeSantis calling for an end to the midterm finger-pointing.
We just finished this election, okay? People just need to chill out a little bit on some of this stuff. I mean, seriously.
And with the power balance on Capitol Hill now appearing set, all eyes are on current House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and what she will do next. The Speaker is set to announce those plans later today. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Taking us to your viewer poll, was your U.S. House vote Democratic or Republican? Let's take a look. 25% of you say Democratic, 71% of you say Republican, and 4% of you didn't vote. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take part. This man arrested Tuesday night on theft charges. Jackson County Sheriff deputies say he was found with a stolen trailer during a traffic stop. This man, identified this morning as Cristian Contreras Afar. He was pulled over near the Jackson County Airport hauling a Kubota skid steer that was reported stolen days earlier. Contreras was arrested and booked into the Jackson County Jail on theft of property, a third-degree felony. Coming up, we hear from Tina Goodner and Alina Sharp, and we learn about Small Business Saturday and the Christmas Bazaar. Time to celebrate some birthdays and anniversaries. Happy birthday to Veronica. We want to wish Veronica a wonderful and blessed birthday. We love you so much. Mom, Dad, brothers, Miranda, Christian, Chloe, Joe, and family and friends.
And happy 13th birthday to Jennifer. You are a beautiful girl. You are the best thing in my life. We love you. Your dad, Ruben, and Mom, Paula, and your sister, Karina, Crystal, Catalina, and Miley. Remember, we love you.
Happy 13th birthday to Brianna. We love you.
And happy birthday to Martin Scorsese. The Oscar-winning director is 80 today.
I'd love to see him act.
I bet he'd do good.
And Emmy-winning Drag Race host RuPaul is 62. Keep looking fabulous. Happy birthday.
And happy 7th anniversary to the greatest husband ever, Ricky. I will love you always and forever. Thank God for giving me you.
And happy birthday to Claudette. We would love to wish Claudette a happy birthday. May God bless you with many more. Love, Stephanie, Harold, Eugene, Larissa, and all your nieces and nephew.
And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click on More and Under Home to see the KVU Submit Your Birthday.
And happy birthday to everyone celebrating one today. The time is now 6:46 on your Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
Victoria All Sports, South Texas's largest family-owned sporting goods store. Having served Victoria and surrounding counties since 1971, we're proud to continue to meet your firearms, hunting, fishing, camping, and outdoor apparel needs. Our friendly and knowledgeable outdoor experts can help you pick the perfect equipment for your next outdoor excursion, and that our in-house gunsmith services are available long after your purchase. Come get geared up at Victoria All Sport, located at 1902 Houston Highway, right here in Victoria.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. Choose your in-stock 2022 Ford F-150 today and get 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus complimentary maintenance. See your best in Texas Ford dealer.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details on the Idaho murder mystery as the hunt for the alleged killer of 4 University of Idaho students intensifies.
Based on details at the scene, we believe this was an isolated, targeted attack on our victims. We do not have a suspect at this time.
And overnight, Good Morning America talking to the older sister of victim Kaylee Gonzalez as she urges the public to help solve her sister's death.
Call it in. There's absolutely no harm that can come in. Even if you feel like it's been called in already, call it in again. If you feel like it's not being followed up with, find me, tell me personally, and I will personally make sure that it's followed through. And to the individual who did this, your days are numbered.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest developments in this unfolding mystery with your GMA First Look. I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Moscow, Idaho.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
And good morning once again. It's just about 10 minutes away from 7 a.m. and temperatures in the 40s this morning. Definitely a cold morning. Cloudy skies on the outside. And we'll continue with the chilly temperatures through your day Friday into the weekend. Rain chances increasing as we go through time, especially tomorrow into Saturday. Currently we have some rain in the area. Yes, it is precipitation, but because of the dry atmosphere at the surface level here, where we are here, when the rain does fall, it evaporates before it hits the ground. So that's why it's mostly on the dry side out there, even though we have a lot of radar echoes. And we'll see the rain chance increasing, the atmosphere becoming more unstable, more moist as we go through your day to Friday into your Saturday. You see the widespread rain coming in from the south and southwest, front coming down from the north will combine to give us good rain chances, 80 to 90%. I'm thinking pretty confidently about that for Friday and Saturday. 55 degrees today, cloudy skies, cool, I was trying to say, with easterly winds. And overnight lows in the 40s again. Cloudy skies still continuing with some rain showers around. And then for your day tomorrow, we'll keep the temperatures in the 50s. Rain likely throughout the day. Nothing heavy or not anything severe, but it'll be definitely some good soaking rains and cold conditions. Probably not getting out in the 40s all day for your Saturday. How about that? And then slowly warming up. Finally, I think above 60, almost near 70 by Wednesday of next week.
Thank you so much. We're now here joined by Tina Goodner with Socially Awkward Media and Elena Sharp with the Victoria Art League, here to talk to us about Small Business Saturday. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you.
And so Tina, talk to us about this Small Business Saturday event. This is the first time you're putting this on, organizing it for the community, and it's all going to start at 10 a.m. at the beautiful De Leon Plaza Square on Saturday, November 26th. What can we expect, and what went into organizing this event for you?
A lot, but I have 75 vendors currently coming in, one all the way from Karnes City, Texas.
Oh, wow.
But there's going to be all kinds of, booths from digital marketing all the way to ornaments and clothing. Our kids zone is amazing. The Victoria Art League sponsored it, which was a huge blessing for us. So we've got video games and ornaments, the Art League, robotics. It's going to be amazing.
That sounds like a lot of fun because, well, when you go shopping, you have to have something for the kids to do, right?
Yes.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. And how beautiful to have it in downtown. And Ms. Sharp, talk to us about your involvement and what you're excited about the most.
Well, at the Victoria Art League, our mission is to support community artists and the local community. And so I am blessed to have been asked by Tina to be a part of this event, and we're blessed to support it.
And there's not just fun for kids. There's going to be fun for the grown-ups with live music from Love Me Last. I know I'm a big John Paul Ortiz fan, so it'll be cool to see him out there. What other bands can we expect?
I have Drew Oliver, then Love Me Last. I've got Motion with Jasper Pino, and also the Crowbars will be wrapping up the evening.
It sounds like so much fun. I'm going to be sure to keep an eye on that forecast, and it'll be a great way to get some of those calories, burn those calories from Thanksgiving, because it's that Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
Wow, well, thank y'all for waking up early with us here on Sunrise, and thank you for all you do for our community.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, don't go anywhere. News to know before we go.
Ready for a little GMA-ish promo? Okay, here we go. GMA 7A every day with Robin, George, and Michael. That's how you say
Good morning, America.
Like I said, GMA is my go-to.
Yep, bring your friends.
Protecting your eyesight is important, but who can you trust for eye care? Luckily, we have an excellent resource of compassionate eye doctors right here in South Texas. At Victoria Eye Center, Dr. Sean Cavusi, Dr. Daniel Bustos, Dr. Peter Lamb, Dr. George Buzales, as well as our skilled team of optometrists, provide treatment for diabetic eyes, cataracts, glaucoma, dry eye, LASIK, and much more. With 5 locations in South Texas, there's bound to be an office near you. Contact Victoria Eye Center to schedule an eye exam.
You were arrested on company time in a company truck in June.
Yes, ma'am. The boss was willing to let something slide.
Did you have to leave work occasionally early or come in late?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get fired?
No, ma'am. Then he got good news and bad news.
So he agreed to give you a raise and then he fired you.
Yes, ma'am. He said, if you come on the premises, I'm going to call the police.
Next, Judge Judy.
This week, America's favorite morning show is going.
It's served to the most delicious pies in America.
With Thanksgiving almost here, where can you get the best pie in America?
It's Good Morning America's United States of Pie.
Ooh, this is gonna be so sweet. You share it?
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
And now for today's question of the day. How many legs does a lobster have? Sounds like a riddle, Trey. All right, Melanie is guessing 10. Lily is guessing 8. Stacy is guessing 8 legs and 2 claws. Grant is guessing lobsters, crabs, shrimp, and crawfish all have 10. Julie guesses 10, so does Beth, Merritt as well, and Mary is guessing 8.
All right. Thank you so much for chiming in, everyone. Appreciate that. A lot of people were on the right track. Everyone pretty much was on the right track, but the answer we were looking for was 10 legs. How about that? See, we educate and inform here on Sunrise. Of course, stay tuned for tomorrow. Another great question of the day. Get your Friday and your weekend started off right.
At least 3 people were shot in Maryland Wednesday night. Police say they received multiple calls shortly after 8 p.m. for a shooting on Stevens Circle in Aberdeen. They arrived to find 2 people were shot, those individuals taken to local hospitals. A third person was found nearby and investigators were working to determine whether that shooting is connected. The ages and conditions of the victims not released. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department says they'll give $1,000 to anyone who has information leading to the conviction of the person who shot and killed 2 bald eagles. They say the eagles were killed in late October. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service say killing a bald eagle is a federal crime. A guilty verdict can land a person in prison for a year, and they'll have to pay a $100,000 fine. The bald eagle is the national bird of the United States. The Salvation Army of Victoria's Red Kettle Volunteer sign-up scheduled for Saturday is canceled. Instead, they're going to be hosting a food box distribution. This may come as welcome news with this chilly weather upon us. The distribution of 500 boxes of food is from 10 a.m. to noon at the Salvation Army of Victoria home office at 1302 North Lewis Street. Due to street construction there, volunteers will hand out the boxes on the San Antonio side of the Salvation Army headquarters between Laurent and Noyces Streets. The City of Victoria has awarded a contract for the Riverside Dog Park project to By Grace Floors and Construction for their competitive sealed proposal of $347,000. It will be called Riverside Park, located about 3.5 acres around the pump house area. The park will feature 2 off-leash areas for large and small dogs and a covered area. The park is expected to open next summer. The city is also working to memorialize Izzy Drain and the Girl Scout troop for her contributions to the park. Here's a look at the top headlines you'll find in this week's Crow Record. The city of Crow records its largest population in history, and nearly 50% of DeWitt County voters cast ballots in this midterm election. Plus, the Cuero Community Breakfast returns. Sounds delicious. You can read these stories and more at DeWittCountyToday.com. We want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone, just search Crossroads Today Plus. And we do have time for a final check of our forecast with Trey.
And thank you so much, Carolina. Starting off with temperatures in the 40s this morning. 50s by the afternoon time, cloudy skies all day long with some rain showers around, and very light rain showers at best, not too many in the area today, but the atmosphere becoming more prime for rain tomorrow, and it's Saturday as the upper level disturbance gets closer to us in the subtropical flow, and front comes down from the north, keep those temperatures on the chilly side by the weekend. Notice here, by coming up by 12 noon on Friday, we're pretty much area-wide with rain showers here and there. Could be some moderate rain in that mix as well. Today's high 55 degrees, a few rain showers, cloudy and cool. Overnight lows in the 40s once again, waking up time for your Friday. A few showers here and there, and increasing rain chances for your day tomorrow. As the day goes on, the rain chance will be increasing to take us through your day on Saturday as well. Cool temperatures behind the front, maybe not getting out of the 40s all day for Saturday, and then keep the 50s going for the rest of the week. Rain chances pretty much every day of the week coming up. Finally above 70 or so by Wednesday. Make it a great day today and stay warm. Carolina?
Thank you, Trey, and thank you for joining us. Make it a wonderful Thursday and join us tonight at 25 Now, 5, 6, and 10.